Stray Army by Universal Stoat. Chapter 2. Named. It was around 10 p.m. when Izuku decided to head out on patrol. Patrol was the only things Izuku looked forward to. During the day, Izuku Midoriya goes to school and commissions for pro heroes. During the day, Izuku Midoriya does school and commissions for pro heroes. It pays good, so he only has to do it once a month. It keeps him known but away from the grid. School is just some college courses and light coding. Having disappeared as Midoriya to his previous school, where Izuku could bet his old classmates and teachers are celebrating at the lack of Deku, not really caring except for the lack of a punching bag. Honestly, Izuku could care less about that old dump. He'd rather focus on the dump that he lives in with his feline family. Before leaving, the Tiny Tanks group gets up to follow. The Tiny Tanks are a group of 20 calico cats that switches shifts with the Shadows, a group of black cats, for nightly patrol. They have a system where they switch to look after Izuku every other night. They aren't the only groups of cats. There's also the Lookout, the orange cats that scream their head off when anyone gets too close to the beach dump, and the Raccoons, the Siamese cats that happen to be the garbage gifters more so than the others. Having gone about the same routine for months, he starts his patrol, finding nothing strange that he was a lone kid in a group of cats. They usually stayed out of the way and only ever helped Izuku escape Eraserhead by catching the man off guard, with loud meows or sneezes, which works, but it always ends up with the cat being gone for a day, then coming back brushed, washed, and fed. Honestly, it would be amusing if he didn't know Eraser was stealing his cat family every patrol. Shaking his head at the thought, Izuku looks around. On the rooftops, he had already stopped 3 muggings and 2 drug deals, so patrol was going well so far with no sign of Eraser. Izuku hears a scream from 2 alleys down and goes to investigate. There's a woman getting mugged by a man. She had reptile features, while the man had no visible signs of quirk usage. Now that he was closer, he could see this lady had yellow irises, green scales, dark red hair, and absolute terror embedded on her face. Midoriya dodged the next attack aimed towards his face, but let out a pain noise at his bruised rib. Honestly, it could have been worse, he snarked himself. The noise had alerted his felines that were still on the roof of his distress, which started the large amount of meowing that it distracted his attacker long enough to leg sweep the guy. "Are those Oof!" he had yelled. Taking this moment, Izuku looked back towards the woman, frozen in shock to see where he had originally been had a large indent. Okay, strength augmentation. Nothing big, but could have been deadly. Apparently, turning away was the wrong thing to do as the strength guy grabbed his leg and tossed Izuku into another wall. What is it with you and walls? Izuku quipped with his augmented voice. Okay, another bruised rib. Great, Izuku thought, trying to come up with a plan as the guy made it to his feet and started approaching, when suddenly it started raiding cats and dogs. Oh, wait, no. They were just all cats. Ah! The guy screamed as cat after cat landed on him and began scratching him more than his old worn-out couch. The cats swarmed the guy's face, going for the eyes, and suddenly the last cat he had named Speckles had turned into metal and headbutted the man so hard he dropped faster than, well, a rock. Did I see that right? The lady squeaked. Okay, Izuku could see she was still in shock, and he wanted to help, but he had to get his accomplices to stop mauling the guy's face. Tiny Tanks, stop that! Bad! He was already down! Izuku wheezed out through his mask. The group then stopped and turned to look at him and trotted off the man like they were completely innocent and did not turn this guy into a pincushion. They swarmed Izuku, beginning to purr. This is going to get blamed on me, and I just know it. He sighed in defeat. Getting up, he grabbed zip ties and secured the now shredded man, turned to the lady, and made sure she was fine. Thank you, Kit Kat, she sobbed. Kit Kat? Izuku questioned. The lady began blushing and apologized. I'm sorry, but your costume and your cats, it just sort of came up with it, you know? What is your professional alias? Oh, I don't have one, so I guess that could work. Izuku realized he had never been named. As he was about to say more, he heard sirens and began running with his tiny tanks following behind him. Gone before the police even arrived. Izuku battles criminal. Cats. Look at our boy go! Izuku slammed into the wall. Cats. So you have chosen death.